Taylor, est-ce que tu veux de l'eau?
Your camera's here, like, Taylor. Okay, no problem, no problem.
One of the most common advice people give you when you're learning a new language is to stop translating what you want to say and start thinking in the language you want to speak.
Plus facile à dire qu'à faire.
So how can you start thinking in French even though you're just starting to learn the language? That's what we're going to cover in today's video. So if you're interested in knowing how to think in French, then keep on watching. Hi everyone, if you don't know me yet, I'm Lily, your native French teacher, and this is my channel Palaf, where I teach you French pronunciation to help you become fluent in French. And before diving into today's video, I want to thank Hook for his kind comment on my previous video on how to start learning French from home and stay motivated. And like I mentioned in this video, I will offer you a free session so that you could practice your French skills with me. If you also want to have the opportunity to be featured in my next videos, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to get notified each time I release a new video on that topic every Sunday. Alright, so how can you start thinking in French even when you're just getting started with that language? And is it even possible? Salut Taylor, tu vas bien?
Ah, okay, wait. Tu vas bien. Tu, you, va, are, bien, alright.
I know this is frustrating. You have so many things you want to say and so many conversations you want to have. And you feel that you're being reduced to that little tiny vocabulary you know in French. So when someone is asking you something such as
T'as fait quoi aujourd'hui?
Je ne sais pas dire ça en français.
Don't get upset with the things you can't say right now and be proud of the things you do know how to say in French. So basically, just do with what you have. And instead of using the words that you would usually use in your language, use the words you already know in French, even though that means not being able to say exactly the things that you wanted to say in the first place.
I think French is such a wonderful language. It's poetic, it's charming, and it sounds romantic. It gives me chills and I fall in love every time I hear a man speaking French. J'aime parler français. Je trouve cette langue très belle.
Simplification is a good thing. It is way much better to make simple sentences that people can understand than to say complicated things if you're not ready for it yet. Which brings me to the second tip. The good news is that you don't need to learn thousands of words and hundreds of sentences. But what you do need is to start with the basics. Let's take for example when you first meet someone. Try to remember the most common question that would be made for you and the answers you would give. Comment tu t'appelles? Tu viens d'où? Tu as quel âge? Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Tu vas bien?
Je m'appelle Taylor. Je viens de Vancouver. J'ai 26 ans. Je suis étudiante. Je vais bien, merci. Et toi?
To give you another example, let's say someone asks you a question beginning with est-ce que? Est-ce que tu veux? Est-ce que tu peux? Est-ce que tu sais? Then the answer will generally start with yes or no, following by the verb that has just been used in the question. Oui, je veux. Non, je ne peux pas. Oui, je sais. And then you would add whatever the person is asking you.
Taylor, est-ce que tu veux de l'eau?
Oui, je veux de l'eau s'il te plaît.
Or, let's take the question qu'est-ce que? Qu'est-ce que tu veux? Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Qu'est-ce que tu dis? Then the answer would basically begin with the verb that has been used in that question, and then you would just have to add the answer.
Taylor, qu'est-ce que tu fais?
Ah, je fais à manger.
By the way, let me know in the comments below if you would be interested in a video where I would cover all those common questions and answers. Alright, let's continue with our next tip. Speak French as much as possible. But that doesn't only refer to speaking to other people. You can actually talk to yourself. At first, it will probably sound exaggerated, weird, and a little bit funny. But honestly, try to speak French from the moment you wake up.
C'est une belle journée qui commence.
To the moment you go to sleep.
Demain est un autre jour. Bon oui.
If you train yourself to integrate French in your daily life, it will help your brain associate those daily activities with the correct French vocabulary.
J'ai faim. Je vais faire à manger. Ok, je vais prendre une douche.
If talking to yourself in French is too hard from the beginning, then try to integrate only a few words. So for example, say the things you want to say in English and then spread a little bit of words in French.
Okay, I'm going to take une douche. I'm hungry. I'm going to make à manger.
Obviously, thinking in French is not gonna happen from one day to another, but it is the small daily habits that you integrate into your life that have the biggest impact. So to recap with you what we've learned in today's video, try not to translate what you would normally say in your native language. Instead, use simple sentences with the vocabulary you already know in French. Associate the French vocabulary you're learning with the most common questions and situations so that it would become more natural to answer to it. Last but not least, practice French every day, starting with talking to yourself out loud. You can start with small words until you're confident enough to make full sentences in French. Then combine all of that with an effective learning method, which you can find in this video, and then you're all good to go. And let me know in the comments below if you're using another method that is also working for you. And don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to share this video if you want to see more of my content. It really helps YouTube to promote my video, and it would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching.
And should I look at the camera? Should I be looking around or? This is so. Do you want to do it one more time? Je vais prendre